Thumbs up! All right, Cryo Archive. I'm gonna make this super simple to understand. This map is complicated at first, but when you understand the spirit of the map, the purpose of the map, the reasons they did everything, like how they orchestrated the map, how they made it flow. Once that clicks, it's much easier to understand. And I think I can do that, so that's what I'm gonna do. Let's talk about clearance first, though. Level 1 clearance gets you 2 control. Every single POI has a level 1 clearance door and a 2 clearance door. It's always the same. Every POI has that. Level 1 clearance gets you just to control, and that's about it. Level 2 clearance, that's the one that gives you your freedom. That's the freedom to run around to any of the other POIs, pick up more clearance there, whatever you want, whatever objective you have at the time to do. That's what lets you get around anywhere. Run from people, escape, flank people, whatever. Level 3 clearance is what lets you into panopticon and that big middle cross rotation, where you go up the staircase and then you go across. Level 3 clearance is also where all the bonus loot starts coming in, all the big loot rooms. Level 4 is the armory. That's another bonus loot. Level 5 is also even more bonus loot. And then that gets into compiler and stuff like that. I'm not going to go into that. I'm going to focus on just helping you be able to run around here, and know what's going on, know where you're running to. That's the clearance differences. So first, you're always wanting to get level 2 clearance. Now, every single POI when you spawn in, it's the same situation. It's always room, go into another room, and then straight to control. And then from each POI, you can transition to the neighboring POI. Now, let me show you this, though. This is what makes it really crazy. Take this map and then flip it like this, so that this is his head, these are his arms, and then these are the feet. This makes it much easier to understand. I almost don't know why they didn't start it like this. Because the main areas, which are armory and the elevators to get into labs, which leads to compiler, is right here on the east side. It's all right here, right next to the head. The head is where biostock and preservation is at. The arms are revival and steerage, and the legs, and by the way, cargo and index are both low ground. They're the low ground part of when you're in control. Let's get our clearance and let's get in there first, though, so you can see. All right, so we made it through the rooms. We're in the main part of the main POI area. Are about to choose which door, either the level 1 clearance or the level 2 into control. Every single POI has the same situation. So in this case, since we didn't hit level 2 clearance, we're forced to go into control and try to get clearance there. If you have like a thief with you, and by the way, this is a level 1 to get out, but for someone to get in here, it's a level 2. First thing we want to do, though, is get level 2 clearance, because that's our freedom to run around. And to look for tags, this is always good when you find this. Let's say we didn't find that, though. Just to show you where the tags spawn. They are all at the edge. They are all at the edges of control, all of them. If you don't see them here,
stealth engaged.
Just run along here. Just keep on going around the edge, and you'll find some eventually, and you'll get enough. Usually, you can get pretty close to to level 2, and you only need like 1 or 2 tags. But yeah, that's this whole side, and you'll get level 2. But that's if we have to do that. Now, let's go back to the map though. We're gonna go up here. There's 2 of these staircases, one on each side of Panopticon in the middle of the map. Now, this is where it makes it a lot easier. It's so much easier thinking of it like this.
Recall window will remain stable for 20 minutes.
We have biostock on the left, preservation on the right. This is like the head of it. This is like the head. This is where all the main stuff is. The level 4 armory is right here. On each side towards the head is where we can find the elevators into labs, which leads to the boss and the 6 red card room, red key room, level 6 vault. But that's the elevator up to the labs. We're running along like it's the head of the map right now. We're just running along the top side of the head. Or, I mean, I guess like the whatever. The upper side, the upper chest area. And then these are its arms. I'm just going to show you the other elevator. For all of Control, it's just a catwalk around the entire thing. But that's the other elevator. Now, the main thing with this map is you have all the POIs. They all have a computer terminal in them. They all spawn at the back room. Like, you spawn in, go into the room, and then you go into the next room through the red door, and that's where your main POI is. You hit a terminal somewhere. There's always at least one guaranteed spawn. But then every single time, no matter where you're at, it's always the same situation. Room into Control. One level 1 door, and then 1 level 2 clearance door for each POI. These rooms, there's 2 of them. One here, and then one here, and that's simply where the warden spawns for credentials for the other vaults. Now, on this side, you have 2 level 3 bigger keycard rooms, or bigger loot rooms. Now, we're running to his other arm. Those loot rooms are on each side. And this is the other one. There's one on the steerage side, and then the revival side. That's where these rooms are. So you have the main stuff here, Vault 4, elevators, and then back here you have the loot room. Now, cargo and index. These are the only 2 POIs that are strictly low ground. You have cargo here, low ground. And then you have cargo here, low ground. Which also have access to get up into high ground. Both sides have a secret way up to high ground. But you see what I'm talking about, though. The map is like crazy symmetrical. It's the same thing on each side. The 2 legs, they're the same layout. The 2 arms, they're like the same layout, basically. I mean, you can see all the same connectors, they're all there. It's all the same thing, just different kind of different purpose rooms, but the same room. So even for like the steerage side for the two arms of the ship, there's that three clearance loot room. It's just the same thing on the other side. So when you get into control, that's how you can start viewing it. Start viewing it as the cargo and index is the low ground. Steerage and revival, it's like the arms that lead to those key rooms. The arms part, the steerage and revival, those are the both high ground. Both doors are high ground. The head part, the biostock side, those are mix matched. And then the main part of the map is biostock and preservation, which both have like direct access connectors to the level 4 clearance armory. Down there is the compiler trace or whatever it's called. You need level 5 access for that, level 5 clearance. But yeah, it's so much easier viewing it like this. Biostock preservation, that's the upper part. This is where all the main stuff is. Steerage and revival is the side objectives, like the wardens. For tranquility, and are they both tranquility? I can't remember. I think they're both tranquility. But both wardens can spawn here. I mean, you also have pump here. And then you have the lower level theater. I'm going to show you the final exfils really quick, because I don't know if they if anyone knows if they changed it, confirm it. Because in Vault Breaker it tells you where final exfil is, but in Cryo when I was playing, it doesn't show you. You have to just know where they spawn, and you have to get there before like within a minute. So I would have to be on Thief Drone and already be in drone scouting each spot to find it. But there's one final exfil here, all around the perimeter of this level. The perimeter of the lower level. There's one here. This is the first theater. I'm just running along the edge of control right now. That's all I'm doing. And then there's another final exfil here. It's just on each side. And then directly across is the other final exfil, and you'll hear it. So from right here, the front of the ship, the front of the head is over there. That's where biostock and preservation is. That's where all the main part of the map is. And then that's where the arm of the ship is, over here, steerage. And then you have cargo, which is all low ground. And then there's an exact copy of this on the other side. On the other side of this right here. It's great when you start thinking of the map like that. It's so much easier to understand. It's like hard to see that it's really just an exact copy again when you're first starting out. Anyway, if there's anything I missed, and you wanted to know, just let me know. I'll respond to it into the comments. there's all kinds of little tunnels and stuff like that that you can, like little secret paths that you can use. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.